Hello and welcome back to the Wrestling Waffle with Luke and Memphis. In today's episode is our Backlash predictions. So there's five matches. I think it's an okay card. I don't know about you.
It needs a couple more matches for me, but
Yeah,
it's
I think it
WWE.
does. Yeah,
I'm used to the shitty cards by now, but
I think
needs
I
a couple
think
more matches.
I think seven matches is perfect.
Yeah,
Seven is
AEW do
perfect.
too many when they do like 10.
Yeah, but some of
Seven
it
is
is
like a
on
good
zero
middle
R.
ground. Yeah, to be fair.
They have like four matches on zero R, which obviously in my opinion makes it better because at least there's something on the pre-show. You know what I mean?
We're back to it. We need a pre-show back.
Yeah. When was the last time we got a kickoff match at a PLE? It was Elimination Chamber, I'm pretty sure, in
What?
Australia for the women's tag titles, wasn't it?
Yeah, 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 probably.
Oscar and Kyrie against Candice and Indy, but
Hmm.
there's just nothing. It's just 2 hours of just video packages and people waffling on about things they've already
Yeah,
waffled on about.
I
So,
just all you have to do is put one match in there just to break it up a little bit,
yeah,
and then you can put like women's IC or women's US on it, or women's tag match, or even another title that isn't on the card. Doesn't have to be a women's match. I'm not saying that. I'm just, you know what I mean?
yeah, I know what you mean. I know where you're
Tag
coming
title
from.
match, just something extra for people to do.
Because the tag titles aren't ever on a PLE.
No.
I think they were just put on the Royal Rumble just because, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
just to get them on
Now they
there.
didn't. Now they didn't do the ladder match at Mania. Oh, but they did a ladder match with Cody and Kevin, didn't they? I
Yeah, they
was going
did.
to say they should have done. They should have done the ladder match at Royal Rumble, but
You could have done it here.
yeah, yeah. No, they could have done. To be fair.
Could have. But
Oh well.
we'll kick things off. We'll kick off with the one non-title match that's on the card, and that is Gunther versus Pat McAfee. I think anything other than a Gunther win, and then it's
It's
stupid.
criminal.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he should squash him as well. I don't think Pat should have a chance at all.
I think he should batter him and batter him. Do his power drivers, not power drivers, power bombs. Pin him, and then sort of like as he's going to count three, sort of roll him away so he doesn't count three or something like that, and then just choke him out
Yeah, I
and
agree.
just doesn't let go, something
But
like that.
we know that it's not going to happen like that, is it?
You know, we're going to get a Pat McAfee win, but
Pat,
I'm predicting Gunther.
yeah, I'm going Gunther as well. I think he has to win, if I'm honest. I don't like how he's being booked at the minute, if I'm completely honest with you.
No, this to be fair, it's interesting though because it's the first time he's going to be on the main roster without a title in a while. So
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see what they actually do with him.
Yeah, I think that'll be quite interesting because you can't have him go back a after the IC title when he's already been the longest reigning champion. I mean, you
Yeah,
can't top that.
that's a bit pointless. I reckon get him on uh whatever the US or the WWE. I think he's had his time now. I don't think the world heavyweight's his thing. I think he'd look better with the undisputed title. That's just but maybe because I've seen that quite a lot in my universe mode. That might be why I think that. But I just think he looks better with that belt.
Well, that's just your opinion. I think I still think he should be world champion right now, if I'm honest. But
Yeah. No, no, completely. Yeah, I agree.
we can't can't change that.
Cannot change that.
I think we know it's not going to be a squash match. I don't think. I think it'll be no longer than 10 minutes. But
Yeah.
Pat's going to get his offense in to look a little bit strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have seen a few things flying around that apparently people thinking that Goldberg could cost Gunther and that leads to Goldberg and Gunther at SummerSlam. But I really hope they
Don't be
don't do it like
silly.
that.
Don't be silly.
It would be
Don't
so
be.
annoying.
Goldberg is not coming back.
Well, he's having
I
one
don't
more
think he's coming
match.
back. Yeah, but it'll be at Mania. He's not going to have it at SummerSlam.
Who knows? It's
I
probably
do. I work for
okay.
WWE.
Never
I
mind then.
do.
Never
I'm kidding.
mind. We'll move on. We'll move on to the Women's Intercontinental Championship, which is Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. Your
It's a
go?
tough one,
It
this.
is tough. but I think
because I can
Becky's winning.
see, I can see Becky winning, but I can see it being a Becky thing to let Lyra win, not
Yeah,
let you know what I mean. I could
I know where you're
see,
coming from.
because obviously the whole training story and stuff, it could make sense in like a backstage point of view to like put Lyra over. But I
Yeah,
do think Becky will win.
I think Becky will win. She'll probably like cheat or something, and then Lyra will go on the chase for that. Like she'll want revenge on Becky, and then she'll take it back at like SummerSlam or something,
Yeah,
in my opinion. But to
yeah,
be
no,
fair,
I agree.
Lyra's done really well in this feud, I think, from a promo
Yeah, she has.
perspective.
No, she has. Yeah,
She's
she's
really
done really
stepped up
well.
her game.
Yeah.
It was kind. I've seen a lot of people say it was kind of a sink or swim thing for her, which I didn't really think it was, but
Mhm.
she's lived up to it definitely. I think she's done really well.
Yeah, I agree.
But I am gonna go with Becky just for the title
Yeah,
change on this show. But it's a
I
bit
agree.
we never normally get a title change on the first show since Mania, so it will be kind of
Yeah,
refreshing if you know what I mean.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Because a
It'd be
lot,
nice to have a title change not on SummerSlam or WrestleMania.
yeah, it would.
That's what it feels like. The only way you can lose the belt is if
It's a
you're at
big event.
SummerSlam or
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
I mean, it's like the mid card titles do change hands a little bit more on the other shows, but the world titles is just SummerSlam and WrestleMania. That's all it is.
Mhm.
So yeah,
That's when Cena's losing it.
yeah, he's losing it at SummerSlam in my opinion. But yeah, we'll move on
But
to the other Intercontinental Championship match: Dominic Mysterio versus Penta. In my opinion, this match is kind of thrown together. It makes sense, like, but I didn't think we'd get this match at Backlash, if I'm honest.
no, I mean either. But I'm not complaining. Any chance to see Penta, I'm not going to complain. And Dom,
Yeah,
to be fair. And it'll be interesting to see the reaction for Dom,
yeah, it will. I
especially on a big PLE. So
I told you I can't remember if I said it on a podcast or not. I don't think I did, but I don't think they've used Dom to the way that they should have done since Mania.
yeah,
Like have him
yeah.
out there more. He's getting a reaction.
Hmm.
Let him have it.
Yeah, no,
I
they
mean,
haven't really done anything.
yeah. I mean, I get why the match is happening because obviously Dom and Penta faced at the Raw after Mania, and Dom basically cheated to win. But so I kind of understand it. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Dom. I think
that's
his reign is not ending anytime soon.
a part of me wants to go Penta with a Finn Balor turn, but I don't think they're going to do that yet.
Nah.
So I think I'm going to go Dom, but potentially with a Finn Balor turn, but it's just like a disqualification. So Penta wins the match, but Dom keeps the title.
Yeah. I know where you're coming from. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Dom.
Maybe, yeah, I think I've just thought of the finish in my head. I'm a genius. Dom frog splashes Penta, then does the rolls onto his back to cover him, and Finn Balor then comes in and hits a coup de grace on Dom. That's the disqualification. There
I
we go.
mean,
See, WWE hire me. Hire me. It's like it happened at Mania. Like it happened at Mania.
okay, we'll move on. We'll move on to the fourth. Mate, we're on the fourth match already.
Jesus.
We're near the end. The Fatal Four Way for the United States Championship: Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight versus Damian Priest.
If this wasn't Jacob's first defense, this would be quite interesting.
Yeah, it would. It really would.
But because it's Jacob's first defense, I can't see him losing it this early.
Yeah, that's what I've said as well. Who do you think's taking the pin?
Damien,
I was gonna say Damian.
but it'll probably be Drew.
I think it might be one of them too. I don't think LA Knight's going to.
No.
I think he's probably like the easy option to take the
Yeah,
pin, if you
no,
know
I
what I
agree.
mean.
Yeah.
But I think if Drew or Priest take it, I don't want Drew to take another pin. That's the thing. He's took too
Yeah.
many, so
Uh-huh.
I
I agree.
think Priest will take it. I think like Drew will claim or Priest, whatever, or one will just cost the other because they're just obsessed with each other. So
Yeah. Not in a good way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jacob as well. It's his first defense. He's got to win it really.
They're not in these quick couple week title reigns anymore, so it's sort of a bit predictable.
Yeah,
But
even though,
like I said, it would be so much better if it wasn't his first defense.
yeah, if this was a few matches in, then I could see him losing it, but I just don't think he's going to.
Yeah,
The only thing I'm thinking is if Solo costs him, but if it's a four-way,
that's
then
what I was thinking, but
it's not.
it doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not really gonna work. But yeah, we'll move on to which is obviously going to be the main event of Backlash for the undisputed WWE Championship for the last time ever. John Cena versus Randy Orton.
this is mental that we're talking about this like in 2025.
Yeah, it is.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. This is brilliant. I still could it could go. I still think it could go either way.
So in a way, so do I, but I just don't think it's going to.
Yeah, I I think maybe I'm trying to make it seem a bit more unpredictable in my head than it actually is.
Yeah,
But I think I do. I am going to go Cena.
yeah, I'm gonna go Cena as well, but I do have another scenario where Cena or Orton does not win, and it's Cena does slaps the ref, and then the ref calls
Yeah,
for the bell.
yeah,
Yeah, I keep seeing it, so I'm like, you know what?
yeah,
I reckon they could. I reckon they could pull it off.
yeah. No, I agree. I think that'd be a cool way to do it. I don't think people would be happy, but maybe it leads into another match with them.
Yeah, but if you're
Maybe we
labeling it,
get a rematch of the 60-minute Iron match.
no, they cannot do that now. But if they're labeling it as one last time, then I think there's got to be a winner,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to be Cena because I don't think he's going to lose it yet.
Hmm.
Anyway, I think it'll be the man that returns at Backlash, which will be Cody Rhodes.
You think he's going to return?
Apparently he is, and I've seen another name as well. I don't know if you want me to say it.
Go on.
Jeff Cobb.
Right. Fair enough.
I just seen them earlier.
Yeah.
I saw the Cody one yesterday and stuff. But yeah,
Fair enough. No, I could see Cody, but I just think Cody needs a bit more time. I
I
don't know. I
nah,
don't think we need Cody in this yet.
I think I think SmackDown's struggling without Cody, in my opinion. It really does feel like something's
Yeah.
lost there.
No, I
So
agree.
yeah, I think they need him back,
Yeah.
if I'm honest.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
But yeah, should we run through our predictions again and then
I think we've all gone the same.
yeah, I think we have actually gone the same, so I think it doesn't really matter. But
Gunther, Becky, Dom, Jacob, Cena.
yeah. Have you still
There we
got the
go.
list of our predictions as well?
What for Mania?
Yeah, like the points and stuff that we're on.
Yeah.
Are we drawing?
I think we are drawing. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think you got some right, and then I got some wrong, and then I got some right,
Yeah.
then you got some wrong. So yeah, but we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow the new TikTok as well. Our CM Punk being the Pope post got a couple of views, which was decent. So yeah, follow that up, and we'll see you in the next one.